What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Philly to Detroit Boxing. Man, we got a very special guest on with us today. We got seven-time national champion. I guess eight-time now, right?
Nah, seven. It just became
Oh,
seven.
it's not just not okay. It's just not seven. Okay, you changed it up on the gram pretty quick. Yeah, but yeah, seven-time national champion, man. Lawrence Davis, how you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Good, good.
Good, good.
How you on?
Appreciate you for hopping on, bro.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me.
For sure, for sure. And just kind of going off, you just had, another great experience down there at the Nationals, man. How was the experience just overall for you?
I rated very well. If I could rate it out of 10, definitely a 10. No,
Oh yeah.
another great experience.
And then how did you get into boxing? Like, what got you into the sport? Obviously you doing your thing now. You say you number one in the country at 80 pounds. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep, yep. So how did you get into the sport, and what really got you into the journey?
Um, One day I really just seen it. As a kid, you don't know what you're talking about. You just want to go try stuff. So,
Yeah.
at like the age 6 or 7, I told my mom and my dad that I wanted to try it, and they took me to the boxing gym. Then, I just started doing it from there. And my coach, he passed now, but he really got me started.
Sorry to hear that.
That's all good.
Did your pops box?
Um, Kinda, but not like how I did. But
Right,
yeah, my pops he a part of my coaching for sure.
right.
Mm. And at what age you feel like it really hit you, where you kind of decided that you kind of want to take care of your family with this sport?
Early. I said about when I had my first fight for real. I was just in love with it ASAP. Like if you can the sport hitting somebody without getting in trouble, who don't want to do that? No,
And then how has it just been, just in general? How old are you now?
13.
13. Just how has it been in general? Just kind of, you fighting at a high level. You doing all these great things, but plus, you still 13. You going to school. You doing all these things. How is it just kind of balancing? Getting the work in, and also just doing what you got to do.
Um, I take it as it's. I know it's gonna be harder when I get older and richer. It's gonna be a lot to do, you know. So I take it as it's fun to me, you know. But with school, the school part, I don't really like the school part. But the boxing, the trips, and everything, it's amazing. I'm very blessed, that I had that opportunity. A lot of kids and people just don't, they don't got that opportunity to do that. So I'm very blessed, and I thank God.
For sure.
But I'm saying, basically what's the competition like? Like when you go into these nationals, can you tell that the competition is deeper in the nationals when you fighting in like a local show versus a nationals on against the best of the best?
Yeah, most definitely. In a local show, I don't even get fights local. Like that's how hard it is. But and the nationals, they definitely great people. That definitely, I take my head out to my opponents, but I try my best, and I work very very hard to make it look easy.
Did you fight anybody you ever been in the ring with yet? Because a lot of nationals, these guys be sparring each other a lot of times. Then guys see each other when they fight. Did you spar anybody before that you fought before?
No, anybody that I done spar or fought before, out of there. They don't want to do that. I got too much phlegm on you. You can have enough phlegm on me, you still ain't gonna beat me though.
No, I was about to say. And then, kind of, man, tell us a little bit about your team, man. Like, who are some of your coaches, and who are some of the guys that help you get ready?
um, be on the lookout for Marshawn Higgins. He went down there. He lost, but it's just a learning thing. But my coaches, um, my dad, Lawrence Davis Senior, my uncle, Kevin Benford, and my other uncle, Gary McNair. Them they helped me train um on a big level, and the guys that helped me like get ready, Marshawn Higgins, Kaden Devon, Amir Sutherland. That's a girl that's on our team. She helped me. Jaden Lamar, Davon Tolliver, a lot of guys that's really good and competing on a good level.
And how is it kind of having, like, you said your dad and your two uncles are your coaches and trainers. How is that having, like, your family that kind of really help you out? Because, a lot of fighters, they go to the gym and they go compete or whatever, but then they coaches go home and they go their separate ways. But how is it kind of having your coaches kind of in your household? Is it kind of a different dynamic like that?
Yes, absolutely, because you got chemistry, not just in the ring, but outside the ring, so you feel comfortable with the ones that you got right there that you already knew before boxing.
Do it do it be uncomfortable sometimes when your trainer go home with you? Cause it's kind of like you don't never get a break. You probably
Yeah,
always gonna have to hear about some sparring you did where he probably feel like you messed up. You might hear it at the dinner table while you
yeah,
just trying to eat.
yeah. I don't be tripping because you need that in your corner. No, if you don't hear, if you ain't got nobody that's gonna keep it real with you in your team or in your corner, then you gotta get them away from it. So I take it as like I'm very thankful.
And how long you feel like you got in the amateur system? Cause you're a 7-time national champion, you 13. I gotta assume when you like 17, 18 that promoters gonna be checking for you if they ain't right now. Like
Mm,
how long you feel like you gonna stay in the amateurs?
um, I don't know. You know, whatever is God's plan. No, but I don't. They send me the right check like early.
Mhm.
No. And then obviously, we don't know if it's going to happen. It's a lot of speculation right now about the 2028 Olympics. Was that a goal of yours at all?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely being from Ohio, that would be like winning the gold from there. That'd be a big thing. You know.
Yeah, speaking of Ohio, how was it growing up in Ohio? That's like one of the fighting cities. You pretty much could pick any gym to walk into. It'll be
Mm,
some good work in there. How was it growing up in there boxing wise? Because you live in a fighting city where some of the best work at.
mm, um, going to gyms earlier, like when I was younger,
Hmm.
it was good work. But now it's teams out there though. But now we gotta go travel where like Texas, or maybe like Toledo or something. But in my city, no. Like
And you
Shit,
in Cincinnati?
house already.
yes, Cincinnati.
And that mean you clean house already. That's one of them fighting towns. He said,
Yeah,
"Ain't
yeah.
no."
For sure.
Yeah, who are some of your favorite fighters to kind of watch, man? Is it some guys that you watch on TV or that you watch on YouTube or something that you like to pick up some game from?
Mm, Bud, Spence, Shakur, Keyshawn Davis, Andre Ward, Floyd, of course, Sugar Ray, both of them. No. Um, who else? Tank, um, Lomachenko, like all the skilled fighters. Who else? I got a lot on my list. Oh, Boots, can't forget him.
Yo,
I got a
I
lot,
bet.
and I got a lot of amateurs too.
Who are some of the top amateurs you like watching and get some game from? Because we watch a lot of amateurs. We interview a lot of the top guys that you probably saw down there in Louisiana.
Mm,
Who are some of the amateurs you like to watch?
um, Manny, Emmanuel Chance,
Yeah, we had
Zay,
Manny on here.
Zay, Zay Moses.
Yeah, we had him
Yeah,
on here
yeah.
too.
Um, I like Eric Martinez. He's nice to me. Who else? It's a lot. Like
Yeah, it's a lot of it was deep down there. It was deep down there.
Keyshawn Davis, little brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's young.
Keon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Keon. I just watched him today. He's nice.
yeah, he nice
yeah,
too.
And
facts.
actually, my other top amateur, he come out of my gym. Asante Lamar. Be on the lookout for him. Nice. Definitely, they like big role models to me. They already gave me games a lot too. So I
Hmm.
look up to them. Definitely, Asante, Manny, and Zay.
Speak about your style a little bit, and do you like the amateur system because you a skillful fighter? You kind of like to pick your shots and be patient. Do you like the
Mm,
amateur system where it kind of force you to rush your work a little bit?
Um, amateurs, it's cool once you learn the game, but it's, they like some refs and judges. They like seeing dumb stuff. They like seeing a fight that you can barely judge.
Right.
Me, I don't want that. I want to be able to go talk to my family and be able to still hear, listen, look good, But once you learn the game, hit not get hit, it should be easy. You know? Because with USA boxing, they want to see who can land the more effective blows without getting hit. So once I learned that, it's been easy. I start winning.
Right. Especially, like we said, a lot of people try to rush their shots in the amateur, and like bro said, you're a real skillful fighter. Does that kind of make it easier because you kind of see most of their shots coming?
Mm-hmm. When they try to do that, this looks stupid to me. I see the coming a mile away. So
Yeah.
once they
Cause
do that, I was like, I done seen that before in my earlier days. It's like
Right.
it ain't really nothing you can do.
Cause I always felt like that you kind of almost knew somebody was gonna be special if they kind of get the if they dominate the amateurs with a pro style. Cause usually you can't do that. Usually you gotta rush it a little bit. So it's only certain people like Manny and like Shakur and Devin when they was amateurs and everything could dominate with a pro style. It'd just be hard because watching the fights, it seemed like they was giving it to the basically to the aggressor for the most part when I was watching it. Like whoever was the aggressor, for the most part, they was getting. I don't feel like they would. I don't feel like they count like rank generalship and IQ.
Mm. Well, now they kind of do now. Like USA boxing, a lot of people, skillful boxers, they used to think like they get robbed or something. Robberies
Yeah.
do happen, but they put out what they want to see, and they said range generalship like who control and this and that. Then I was like, oh, okay, okay. Then having a pro style, that's actually like having a pro style in the amateurs. That's actually like being ahead.
Cause
Like,
only because even some of the best amateurs in the world, they be losing fights because of
mm,
that style. Like watching Zay
yeah,
Quinn Moses, it's times Zay Quinn lose because of it's a fast style and he a patient boxer.
yeah, like
Sometimes it
that.
be
You gotta
rushing
do.
him.
You gotta do a little bit of everything. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Like you
Yeah.
can't you can't be too lax, and sometimes you can't be too, because
Aggressive.
you get
Right.
counted too. So I just try to my best, work hard, train hard, you know, and do my best, you know.
Right. And speaking of some good fights, man, who you got today, man? Devin Haney, Regis Prograde, man. Who you got tonight, man?
Um, I'm gonna go with Devin. You know,
Going Devin.
yeah, I'm
You
gonna go
think it's
with
gonna
Devin.
be an easy win, or you feel like he's going to have to walk through some fire tonight?
I don't know if Devin can boxing smart, because I really haven't seen nothing from Regis like skill wise.
Mm-hmm.
If Devin box smart, be him, you know, do what he do best, and get his defense is good. This last fight, defense was Lomachenko was tagging me, but his defense right. He don't get hit by them big shots. He should walk out of there easy dub.
Yeah, that's pretty much everybody prediction though. As long as he don't get caught with nothing crazy, you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
That's
He
my
should
only
be
thing
good.
though. Dev, it's kind of like Dev don't go 12 without making you miss like a Shakur do. Dev go
Facts.
like 8. He could give you like 8 without
Mhm.
by making you miss completely. The other 4 rounds,
Maybe
it's gonna be
6.
hard for him. Like Shakur could really make you miss all 12. Like he that
Mhm.
good, he can make you miss all 12. Dev got about an 8 or 9 rounds where he gonna make you miss. After that, he gonna have to be on the inside sometimes. You might get touched up a little bit.
Mhm. That's why I can't wait for them type of fights to happen. I want Shakur to show like the boxing fans his levels. And
Yeah.
some people think that Shakur is just like not a top dog. I don't get it though, because I think he could beat both Tank and
No, yeah, me too.
No,
I'm with you.
we on the same page with you.
yeah.
We on the same page with you. But I was gonna ask you though, how did you feel about Shakur last performance? Obviously, we all three of us is big Shakur fans, but
Mhm.
we had to be real. It wasn't his best performance. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So how did you feel about it?
Um, you know, if I feel like if he had his other hand, he would probably
That
dominate
too.
more. He would probably
Yeah.
dominate more. And I learned something from that fight also. Like you can't overtrain that'll really break your body down. Because he said he ain't feel good, but you know, I feel like with a counter puncher, a big puncher, how Edwin was. I think like he did the right thing, just boxing smart. But if he had his left hand, I'm pretty sure he would have took more risk because he had a lot of shots open. But if you ain't got your other hand, it's like, what more can you do?
No,
Right.
yeah, no
No, that's
facts.
fact.
That was the and Edwin was real twitchy, so it's like
Yeah, facts.
he not the guy that you wanna. If you're not at your best, he not the guy you want to take risk on.
Yeah,
If you're not,
you make a mistake. That's the type of guy like he gonna make you pay ASAP.
yeah.
Yeah,
And he was
yeah.
actually only thing that surprised me was Edwin was actually harder to hit than I thought he was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like even with him having one hand, I still thought that jab was going to be getting there a little bit more than what it was able to do. But
Everyone, I did before he fought. I seen it. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be Shakur. He could dominate because it's Shakur, you know. But everyone, I seen like he could fight her.
No, yeah,
Everybody
he
was
can.
just thinking he was just a pushover. But I do before any big fighter go fight a fighter that's not really big, but like he got a name. I go watch him, see
no,
like what that fighter
I used to say that too. No cap.
do.
Yeah,
That's why I picked Charlo to lose that first fight against Brian Castano. I had when they announced the fight, I had watched him versus Brian Castano versus Aries Lundy Lara. Then I was like, yeah, I might pick him to beat Charlo the first time around. But yeah, that's what you gotta do. Cause sometimes you'll pick the favorite by default because you ain't even gonna watch the other guy.
Yep. If you want to go watch the other guy, you could have seen like, oh yeah, he probably can pick your favorite fighter froze up.
yeah, for real. Are you watch the top ranked cards too? You like Robeisy Ramirez?
Who's that?
He the what 126 pound champ.
Oh, I
Or
ain't gonna lie. It's like some people on undercards and stuff. I don't be doing. That's why when people tell me about him, I be excited to like go watch him. Cause I
Yeah,
want to
no,
learn.
Robeisy the main event tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's the top ranked card. He not on like the Devin Haney card though. You know what I mean? So,
I know.
uh,
what about
yeah, so
Tiger Johnson or Shushu Carrington? You know them guys?
Oh yeah. I seen them. I seen them coming up like in the.
yeah,
I when they was in the amateurs, I was fighting Pee Wee. Yeah, I was fighting Pee Wee. I seen them fight one of our fighters. He don't fight no more though. But Tiger and Shushu, nice for sure.
no, they go.
They on tonight and Jahad Tucker on tonight. I think that's all the prospects. Probably like one more prospect on there.
I was just watching Shushu too.
No, yeah, Shushu nice man. That's my second favorite prospect.
Yeah, for him, I think he might come out the Abdullah.
Yeah, that's what I
Abdullah
got.
the real deal, man.
Those my guy.
Hey, man, Abdullah the real deal, man.
I heard about him when he was 14, so I've been on the bandwagon ever since.
I
That's why I got a little bias towards Mason.
How you like a fight with Abdullah Mason and Emiliano Vargas?
got I got Abdullah Mason.
I
I
do
mean,
too, but it's a good
all
fight
that.
though.
It's a good fight, but I just feel like with that, we ain't seen like what the Vargas dude can do with Abdullah in front of him. But we ain't seen what Abdullah can do in front of Vargas in front of him. But I ain't gonna lie, I have Abdullah for that. I feel like his skill wise and IQ wise, it's just on a whole different level to be at
And
that
he's
age.
front. Yeah, I was thinking Abdullah might could be like a Shakur with one punch knockout power.
He
So like,
For real,
might
man.
be. Might be.
because his last fight, he get better every time I see him. His defense get better, everything get better. So like, he just
Now
look
that's
like
a
he's
fact.
gonna have more power than the other guys. Gonna be a dangerous guy. How you
Man,
feel about
so
Keyshawn Davis and Abdullah fight?
That ain't gonna happen.
That's more skill on skill.
That's not gonna happen.
well, you don't think so,
No,
man? They
it'll
around
happen.
the same amount of
Not
fights.
now.
If
It'll
that
happen in the future.
if that
Yeah,
yeah, in
like
the
give it like
future,
two,
but
yeah, like 2-3 years or something.
right now, I'm gonna have to go
No,
with
not
Keisha.
right now. No, not right now.
I got
Um,
I got Mason. I ain't gonna lie.
For real.
Yeah, I think
Keyshawn, hey,
That's hard for me, man.
Keyshawn been
Keyshawn is
moving.
on a Keyshawn is on that level with Shakur. You know,
I don't know. He got to show me a little bit more before I could give him that. But I feel like Keyshawn been moved faster. But I feel like I ain't gonna lie. I don't think Keyshawn beat nobody that Abdullah wouldn't have beat. And I know Abdullah getting moved a little slower because even though he's so good, he's so young. So there's no
yeah,
point.
he still.
Keyshawn
How
24.
is he now?
So
19.
yeah, he
19.
19. So it's like Keyshawn turned pro at like 23, 24. So you had to kind of move him a little faster. But even with that being said, I don't think Keyshawn fought nobody that Abdullah wouldn't have beat. At 17, 18, 19, he'd have beat them same guys that Keyshawn beat. Probably even in better fashion, probably more knockouts, because I think he a better puncher than Keyshawn. He's just too
That's
good. Like
tough
I
one for
seen all
me.
these guys at 19. I seen the Shakur and Keyshawn. In my personal opinion, I don't think none of them guys was as good as that kid at 19. That's just my opinion. I seen Shakur at 19, Buzz, Spence, all them guys at
Probably,
19.
probably.
None of
Nah,
them guys was looking like that guy at 19. I ain't gonna cap.
No,
probably.
the
Yeah,
dude good, man.
yeah. Abdullah, he nice for sure. Definitely at that age, 19.
Yeah, he
He on a different level at that age.
No,
man, definitely. I was gonna ask you about the Shakur tank, but you already let us know. You already let us know.
Oh, I can still give
But
you my opinion on that though. Like
yeah. How you think it's gonna?
that's not just no easy fight though.
No, definitely not.
But I feel like Shakur, like he gonna show that it's levels.
Yeah,
A lot of people think he just gonna hit him with that one punch. You gotta worry about um, him boxing you and you can't hit him and him hitting you. That get frustrating after a while.
frustrating, man. Yeah,
no.
And he know how to keep his distance and reach very well. So it's gonna be hard. But we don't know. We don't know if Shakur got a chin or not.
Yeah, I was about to
that's
say
the only
that.
thing.
Do you feel like he should get hurt before he fight Tank? Like, do
No,
you feel like he should
no.
know what that experience is like before your first
Oh,
ever? Because you don't want your first
should,
ever experience to get
he
hurt to
should.
be against Tank. That shit runs. So it's like,
I feel like he should get tested before. I want to see him get tested. I want to see if he got a chin or not. But I don't think he should get hurt. Hurt. I love that. You don't want to weaken. You don't want to weaken up your chin going against him. None of that.
no,
I
we're
know. I agree. Yeah.
like he need to experience like Dav going through what Loma go through. I actually
Mm-hmm.
feel way more comfortable with Devin Haney now because he fought Loma and he went through that. Now I think any fight he going to, he got a better shot now because of that.
Yeah.
So it's like Shakur
Yeah.
never experienced going through no fire. Like so far through his career, it's like the man barely lose rounds. Like he barely like he been pro since 17.
But you can't really say that's his fault. He asked for the smoke.
Yeah. And people was ducking the wreck, man.
Facts. In his situation, man, I'd be very frustrated. But you gotta keep working. His time gonna come for sure.
Definitely, no. Them big fights gonna come. We just gotta be patient with him. Plus, he got the belt now, so maybe somebody gonna step up to the plate
Mm-hmm.
and maybe try to fight for that belt.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I wanted to go on Canelo too. David Benavidez got a big win over Demetrius Andrade. How you feel about him and Canelo, man? Obviously, that's the fight people want at this point. I don't think there's no other fight at 68.
I don't think I don't think no other fight should happen but that fight.
Yeah, that's
That's
what I'm
the only fight
saying.
that really makes sense. You know, unless the big Charlo stepping away. But that's really the only fight that makes sense. But that's gonna be a tough one for Canelo.
Yeah, I don't think
I
Canelo
think
gonna
so
fight it.
too.
He
I think
got
he's gonna suck him.
his punch count for you to be a heavyweight. Wait, he a heavyweight or he a middleweight?
Benavidez at 68, but he naturally a light heavyweight though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he naturally a light heavyweight. Yeah,
So you got that. I don't really see no heavyweights unless it was Muhammad Ali or maybe Lennox Lewis, maybe Joe Frazier, somebody, or Mike Tyson punching that many times as a heavyweight.
As big as he is,
And
yeah.
he punching super fast. Though, like, but Canelo, it's Canelo though.
That's the
Yeah,
thing. Anything can happen with Canelo in that thing. So
I think Canelo gonna chalk him and not gonna fight him. I think he'll fight, but I think Bud a safer fight.
Facts,
Even
but on Bud end,
if you lose, it's a safer loss. If you lose, we still could say you lost to the very best in the world. So it's
yeah,
like,
it's good on both of their end. They both just chasing legacy.
yeah,
yeah,
he
at this
fight
point,
David though. I don't think he gonna fight David. That shit over. I think he gonna get Big Charlo. He gonna
I
get the
would,
Munguia shot, then probably Crawford or Charlo. Then he up out of here.
yeah. I ain't even lie. I won't fight Bennett this either.
no cap.
He too deep, and
Stop.
he let him get better. So it's like if
And
you're
yeah,
fighting,
he let him get better and more experience. Plus, he getting old.
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, and he
He's
a older
60.
32 than your average 32 because he been pro since 15. So he not your average 32-year-old.
Yeah, facts. Now, if he would have
Bro, he
fought,
ain't like a yeah.
if he would have fought him when he was like 26, 27, probably would have had him. But now,
Yeah,
I don't know. And
yeah.
that reach, that type of reach, that's a big height difference.
I don't know. Yeah, I would. It's a tough ass to go
It's
fight
bad
David,
pace
man.
it's a bad pace for Canelo. Canelo like a slow pace. David not gonna give him no slow pace. It's gonna be a
Mhm.
fast pace fight with David.
Mhm.
All night
Facts.
too. All
Facts.
night.
He don't get tired.
Yeah, bro think he's just gonna say no. I think he might take the fight in his last PBC fight because he had three. He just did one. I think he might take it in last, but it's a tough ass, man.
The
Like
the
that's
the Crawford fight just it don't really make sense to me. Like
It's just the weight jump is just crazy. It's just
that's a big weight jump.
me
Crawford,
personally. I think Bud can handle it.
yeah, skill wise for sure, but that
yeah,
that
yeah. It's
that
just
weight that weight matter.
yeah.
no, yeah. That's why I think Canelo gonna fight Bud. It's like David and Bud can beat you. Like I can see a world where they both beat him, but I just feel like you get less slack for losing to Bud than you do losing to David because Bud
Mhm.
just after
Yeah,
what he just did and how
you can
people doing
you
like
can
Bud.
David, you know, you can take that, but Bud, mm-mm. You let a 147 pounder beat you.
That's the only thing. But he the best in the world, though. You don't think
He the
people gonna be
very
like,
best
"That's
in the
cool,"
world. No, that's
because he
the
number
thing.
one.
Of course he is.
Like even looking back at it now, if I be like, yo, you lost to Dave. If I be like, who you lost to, David or Bud? If one person say David and the other person say Bud, I am gonna look at the person with Bud like, oh, all right, that don't count as much. He the second, like Bud, the second greatest fighter I ever seen in my life, bro. Like literally
And look,
in my life. So
you
like
not
losing to him,
you not lying. You not lying. It's Floyd then him.
I like Floyd
Swear
and
to God,
Bud.
you not
I'm
lying.
going by my lifetime. I don't count by nobody I wasn't old enough to see. So I count from my lifetime and what since I started watching boxing. I don't count people I never watched. So for my
Mm,
lifetime, he the second greatest fighter I've ever seen walk this earth. So it's like I don't know. I just feel like I give you a pass from losing to somebody who I view as as high as I view David. He still got to do more. Like he not top 10 greatest I ever seen in my life still. So he still got to do a little bit more. He can be. He got the potential to be top 10 I ever seen. He
I
still
get
got to
what
do
you're
more.
saying for sure, but if he beat Canelo, he's top 10. Nah, nah, nah. You can't just say that. But
He
though,
beat he definitely gonna go on pound for pound list because I don't think nobody got David on their pound for pound list. So I'm talking about like the
yeah,
ESPN's, Ring
yeah.
TV.
He
He ain't
definitely
know nobody pound for pound.
Yeah,
for sure.
he
But
should be. But that's because Canelo got all the belts, so it's like he can't even. Canelo got to vacate, man. Get my man a belt, vacate, and just let David rock out, man. Because like, if you're not gonna fight that man, just
Yeah,
let
bro.
David rock out. Like,
So that's the wrong guy to fight.
and he a
And,
big name. Like, nobody coming to see you
Would
for the belt, man. Get them belts up and just go and just fight somebody.
you think he got a better chance going to fight Bivol again or David?
probably. I don't know. I gotta see them two fight first. I think that's a good fight.
That's a possibility in a couple years, actually.
Beaver and Benavidez. I think I gotta see them fight first.
How old is Bivol? Is he old?
Yeah, older. Yeah, he older.
He is. I thought he was. I thought he was younger.
No, I don't think so. 'Cause I don't think he's younger than 32 years old. I remember hearing about Bivol when Andre Ward was still on the
He
planet.
is 32.
He
Oh,
32.
he was coming up when RJ Ward was still fighting.
No, I stopped. Yeah, I remember hearing about him when Andre Ward wasn't. Well, they was writing articles saying Andre Ward retired because of Bivol. That's how
Oh,
long. That's how long I knew. I remember Andre Ward interviewed him and even asked him about that. Like, yeah, so you the guy that was writing articles saying that I'm retiring because of you and all that. He said it on some funny stuff, but he was like an up and coming fighter right when Ward retired.
I feel like
Yeah.
RJ Ward is not talked about enough. Feel me?
Man, what?
He is really like one of the greatest ever.
Facts.
Real shit,
I
bro.
still think he lost the first Kovalev fight, but outside of that, uh,
I know it's crazy. I ain't never seen that one. I gotta
With
watch
the
it.
Kovalev,
always just
Yeah.
they both on YouTube too. They both on YouTube too. You can find them. They both good fight.
it's not a robbery though. He definitely came back and made the fight way closer. I just feel like he lost the first one guaranteed. Second round was a knockdown. You go into the third fight. You go into the third round automatically down 3 points. So if you just do the calculations of the last 10 rounds, he got to win like 8 of the last. He got to win 8 of the last 10 rounds to win the fight. And if you watch boxing, you know that he didn't win 8 of the last 10. He did better. He came back. He didn't win 8 of the last 10.
Some people say he won. Some people say he did.
Say
I
that
mean,
record
I,
still
I,
say
The first
undisputed,
two,
man.
the first 2 rounds is the only rounds that you can't argue. That's why I always bring the first two. Like, can't nobody say Ward won the first 2 rounds.
mhm.
Nobody. It's guaranteed. The second round, obviously, he got knocked down, so that's not even talked about. But the first and second round is guaranteed Kovalev won. And you got dropped in the second, so you're down 3 points in a 12-round fight. If you do the math, it's only one way to win. You can't win 7 rounds no more. You're going to lose still because you're down 3 points automatically. You
So
have to win 8 rounds
that
out
was
of
a
10.
that was a 10 round fight or
No, that was a 12-round fight, so he had to win 8 of the last 10, and I just feel like he didn't do that.
Right, because he already lost. He automatically lost the first
He
two,
lost
so he had to win
rounds.
8 of the
Down
last
three
10.
points. It's a
Right.
knockdown. So you can't win 7 rounds no more because you're down 3 points. It's not going to be a plus two. If you win 7-5, you win by 2 points. But when you start down 3 points, you still going to be down one.
yeah.
So it's yeah. You just I don't know, but I
So
get
what's
it.
the second fight?
Yeah, he got the stop as the second fight though.
Uh,
Got the stop as the second fight. Let me
pretty
see.
it was over after that.
That was a
That's
little
fine.
controversial too, though. I ain't even gonna cap. That was also controversial. It was man ducked down off a low blow. I thought Ward hit him low, and they stopped it off a body shot off him hitting him in his body. That
I
just sounds
feel I
controversial.
can't wait to turn pro.
How,
Cause
do you
what you
do
say?
you like envision it sometimes, like when you like in the ring, or you just kind of like is that like your motivation too? Like when you kind of putting the work in for these national tournaments and things like that, is just just working towards the goal.
Yeah. I feel that working towards. I definitely get visions for sure. Like just me being on a bigger stage, lights, thousands of fans root me on. Like who don't wanna work towards that?
Yeah,
Fighting for a belt or fighting somebody um with a big name or something. That's definitely my ultimate goal.
yeah. And then if you had the option, like who would you sign to? Would it be like a top ranked Matchroom, PBC?
Whatever with the I'm gonna say a good smart contract.
He said, "Whatever check clear better, man. That's who's going to see me, man."
Top rank is kind of the smartest to me because they not putting you on the shelf. You fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Automatic. You fighting a lot too. Every 3 months you fight.
You gotta stay ready. So even if you ain't getting a lot of money, you gonna end up making that amount too because you fighting. You getting paid for every time you fight. So you fighting a lot too with top rank.
yeah, everything depend on everybody's situation because each promoter dominate a certain weight classes too. So sometimes you might sign with somebody who move 126 pounders better than, and this company they might move 154 pounds way better. So it's like everything
Mm-hmm.
situational depending. You might sign with a company that don't have no belts in your weight class, so you might feel like what I'm going to sign here for. Y'all don't own no sanctioning body here. This person
Right.
who they might got champion signed to them. They got all four belts, so now it's like, oh, wow, I could get all four belts if I
Yeah.
sign here. So everything just situational.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you when you be having those visions, do you be like thinking about not thinking about your nemesis, but basically, you know how Spence had Bud, Floyd had Pacquiao. Like, do you be wondering like who gonna be my Pacquiao, who gonna be my Spence Bud, my Shakur Tank, my like? Do you be wondering little stuff like that? Like, I wonder who that guy is, where he at?
No, I'm not even worried about that. It is what it is. Whoever God put in
Right.
front of me, train hard, he gonna get defeated. That's all I know. But
Yeah,
nah, I don't really. I hope it's a guy out there like that, a big name, like so I can show the world that you
like
know.
your Ali and Frazier,
Yeah,
everybody got a nemesis. Every great fighter had their nemesis.
I hope there's one out there, but I don't really like. Matter of fact, I have thought about it, but what I'm trying to say is I don't be worried about it.
Like you,
Yeah.
you, you ready? Like when the time comes, it's gonna
Yeah,
come. You ready?
cause I had a rival, but he out my weight now. We was three on
Yeah.
three.
All right. What's the
I
yeah?
was I was gonna ask you, yeah, was it some people that because obviously you fighting at an elite level, so you fighting other elite competitors. Is there some
Mm-hmm.
guys that you might see in the pros?
Probably him.
Probably. And I know, yeah, y'all young too, so y'all gonna grow, but some of y'all might lead a weight class, all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
just some guys you might have seen.
Especially at that age, man. You really don't see who you're gonna fight in the pros till you about 16, 17. Then you be like, oh, well, everybody done growing for the most part. When you 13, you might you might fight somebody who be at 160 in 2 years
Yeah,
that you
two,
fought
two,
2 years ago. And you be like,
and
yo, I fought him 2 years ago. He at 160 right now.
nah,
Dang.
it's people I done fought years ago, and they probably about 1-on-1 now.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's 20
So,
pounds, right? That's what I'm saying.
so like,
Nah, that ain't even 20. I used to. That's about 30,
Because what was you fighting? That's because you said last year. So what you was fighting in 70 last year?
75.
75?
I turn
Yeah. So yeah.
like every December. I'll go up like 5 pounds.
Okay.
yeah. That's why I
Okay.
said in the amateurs every six
But
from like
but
9 to 16, you almost gonna go up every 6 months because your body
mhm.
just growing.
But now I'm trying to make the team. Like intermediate. That's just
Not on the team already. You know what I'm saying?
nah. Intermediate. That's it. Ain't the little kids, but you can't travel yet. So
Right.
you gotta be 101 pounds and you gotta be a junior.
All right, cool.
If I was able to make the team though, I would have been on there for sure. I ain't lost in a long time.
No, yeah, that's why I assumed you already was on the team. That's why I said like that. I'm like, then you're not already on the team.
Nah, I got some more weight to gain. And next year, I'll be old enough.
Right.
That's why I'm
You
hoping I
know.
can gain. I'm hoping I can gain a solid 10, 15 pounds that next December.
Oh yeah, you got a whole year. You good for sure.
Yeah, you straight. Like I said, everything off hard work. You just watch, do it right, and you'll be up there in the weight classes in no time.
Sure,
I appreciate you for hopping on with us, bro.
sure. I appreciate y'all for having me.
About to say, let the people know what's coming up next. If you got any other events, any other fights, anything you plan on doing in the future, you can let them know and give out your social medias after.
Um, I ain't going to Silver Gloves because I gotta go get my hand checked out. But
Okay.
the qualifiers in March. You know, y'all can be on the lookout for that.
Okay.
Um, big big tournaments. Just be on the lookout for me. My name Lawrence Davis from Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm number one in the country. Got 7 nationals. I just won my third um national
Yes,
thing.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then y'all can follow me on Instagram at WOP underscore baby goat WOPP underscore BABYGOAT.